has reacted to Iran's attack in Qatar, calling out the Tehran administration's response. It's unequivocally condemned Iran's attack on Qatar. Saudi Arabia has described this as a violation of international guidelines. It's also said that this is completely unacceptable and cannot be justified. Saudi Arabia has also said that it offers full support to Qatar and is ready to assist them. Let me take this back to our guests. Captain Bansal, how do you read what's been happening right now in terms of the latest escalation on the part of Iran? Now, we in India are also, of course, concerned about the fate of a large number of the Indian diaspora who reside in the Gulf in particular. And I'm pretty sure that our embassies there have been looking out as far as their welfare is concerned. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi did, in fact, have a discussion with President Pezeshkian of Iran barely a day ago. And he did talk about the need for de-escalation. But that de-escalation does not appear to have materialized, at least so far. How do you see the situation evolving, Captain Bansal?
See, firstly, the strike by Iran is actually at best notional. Okay. What they have done is that they have carried out 6 attacks, what they have claimed, on US bases in Doha, and they have claimed attacks on some bases in Iraq as well. Now, before carrying out the attacks, they are claiming that they had informed Qataris that they are going to launch an attack. And there has been no casualties, no damage actually in these US bases.
Correct.
So these attacks primarily are for consumption of the local population. They want to tell the local population that we have actually reiterated. We have actually retaliated to the US attack. Having said that, because if Iran had to actually retaliate, it had far better options. It could have actually attacked the shipping in the Persian Gulf and it could have sunk a few ships, and that could have actually created a havoc as far as the Persian Gulf was concerned. It could have attacked the larger areas where I think there could have been much more shipping. But I think Iran has not done, and this attack also comes after more than 24 hours after the US attacks on Iranian. So clearly, Iran does not seem intent on aggravating the conflict. But having said that, now if there is a US retaliation, I'm sure Iran would be forced to retaliate. There is no doubt about it. Iranian regime is crumbling. That fact I understand. Iranian regime actually is very unpopular. But having said that, conflict, an external conflict is actually not the way regime change can be effected. Invariably, in any country, when there is a conflict, the population invariably rallies around the flag. So to my mind, despite Vilayat-e-Faqih Khamenei being extremely unpopular, I don't think so this is the right time when we could probably carry out a regime change. Though that would be highly desirable. Actually, changing the regime in Iran would be highly desirable. That could bring Iran into the mainstream. All the problems that have been associated with Iran would probably vanish. But at the moment, I think what the regime is trying, it's trying to defend itself. It's trying to go through the motions, trying to show to their domestic population that, yes, we have not buckled down, we have retaliated, and that's it. Now, I think the ball is in US court. As long as US does not retaliate, I think Iran-Israel slugfest will continue for some time to come.
Right. I'd urge our guests to stay with us, but the visuals that you just saw on your screens a short while ago were from Doha in Qatar, where there appears to be a bit of panic inside one of the malls following the attack that took place on the Al Udeid base in Qatar. It's, of course, southwest of Doha. Let's, in fact, listen into what exactly happened. This is a visual that we're bringing to you from a mall in Doha in Qatar.